Good morning, South Florida.
And welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show.
Grab your coffee as we brew up the talk of the day.
From the latest scoop around town
to feel-good stories and messages of hope.
A few jokes and live calling.
Highlighting local businesses.
Discussing hot trends and news stories.
A dash of feel-good nostalgia.
I love those morning cartoons.
Keeping up with upcoming events.
Sometimes trying a delicious foods.
Weekly horoscope updates.
An occasional flying duck.
Some sparkle dust.
Don't forget my bell.
And my wand.
With our brew crew laughing on set.
So grab your coffee, your bagel, donut, or any breakfast as we get you up and ready for the rest of your day.
And don't leave us hanging. Give us a follow. Comment live or call right into the show at 888-994-4995 Studio B.
Whether it's a tip of the day or just to say good morning, we'd love to hear from you.
From Amp Media Production Studio, it's
the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show. Freddie, you have to get up. We've got a morning show to do.
Just give me 5 more minutes. Where'd I put my hat?
Come on, Freddie. You don't have time. Get out of bed.
I can never find my hat when I need it.
We'll get the hat at the studio. Let's go. Pour yourself some coffee and get to the studio because it's time for the morning show.
Now, where's my bell?
Welcome to the morning show with Dawn and Freddie S., the South Florida show that everyone's talking about.
Welcome. Are we unmuted?
Yes, we are indeed unmuted.
Morning. What's today, Tuesday?
Today is Tuesday all day.
It's the 9th.
You know what today is, by the way? Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the morning show.
No, you're not going to say
I'm
that.
really excited because today is the 999 portal. So, you want to know what that means?
No.
Today is September 9th, so it's the 9th month, the 9th day. And if 2025 is 9, so it's the 999 portal, which means as we roll out of the lunar eclipse and the full moon from the past 2 days, and we get ready for the new moon and the solar eclipse on the 21st, today is the day of releasing anything that you want to release. Things that you don't like, people you want to get rid of, toxic relationships, whatever it is you want to release, today's the day to do it. And then you open up for manifestation on the 21st of all the new things you want. So even those little shifts and change that you want to make, like I want to be more outgoing, or I want to be more abundant, I want to get rid of this toxic spouse or toxic relationship, whatever it is, today's the day to do it. So just saying, today's a big day of releasing that which does not serve you. 999.
When I think of the 99th day, like September 9th, I just think of Cerno Day, which is it's an in-joke fandom thing, which will take a while to explain. That's what I think of. Cerno Day.
Cerno Day.
Which is your mic?
I guess
Try
this
7.
one?
No, that other one is your mic. Okay, talk into that mic.
So yeah.
Cerno? How do you spell Cerno?
Cerno, Cirno.
Cerno. You know what that means, Michael?
It's a name of a character, video game character.
So what do you think about releasing on 999?
Well, I'm gonna go to the bathroom in a minute and I'll let you know. Releasing 1999.
Your way. We do it.
No, you know.
Push me, and I got it all done though, but. See, in my brain, I think about it, I rethink about it. I'm like, oh, can I get it done? I can't get it all done. By the time I've thought about getting it all done and not, you've told me to do it, and I actually did it. So I got all those things done that I told you I couldn't get all done today in 30 seconds.
Listen, let's not get this out of context. Michael fell asleep and woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Very sad for Michael. But we got a full day. You sent Michael home. I said, no, you don't send Michael home. I need Michael here.
So he's in my IFB
He'll
saying...
be out of here by 2:30.
Michael can't go home. We need Michael. So I'm sorry, Michael didn't sleep. Michael's got to stay.
So Michael can sleep at 2:30.
You got to stay. You got to sleep at 2:30.
And Abdullah came in half asleep. But I need him here. I need him for the book and for other things.
He already knows how he's going to do the book. He's got the program that we've been talking about. He's got it since 2020.
Yeah.
I told, I'm not going to say it again. I got Reaper, I got Audacity, I got them all.
Where's Blue Oyster Cult when you need them?
But
So
the
he's got
problem
it all.
is that they don't listen to me. Because if you tell them something, everyone's your way, your way. Okay, so do it your way. You want to struggle, then do it the other way.
All right, so do you remember yesterday we were talking about keep your eyes open? Texting,
Don't you fall asleep.
communicating, communication, all these things, open communication. So I was reading an article today that talks about the ellipse. Does anyone know
Your
what an
lips?
ellipse is?
Yeah, in your mouth.
Not an eclipse.
An ellipse.
An ellipse.
Is that like a term for like your eye? Something about your eye, like elliptic. Like it's a certain look up for your eye or
It's
something.
it's a form of punctuation. Does anyone know what it is?
Yeah, you talk with the lips.
It's the thing that, and apparently it's big on boomers. So this is not a knock on you. You happen to be a boomer, and you use this.
First of all, I am not a boomer.
What
I'm
are you?
3 years short of a boomer.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I
what
do-
years
I
are
know
a
so.
boomer?
It was
a boomer,
3
I think,
years.
He's
are-
sleeping sitting up.
I think
65.
I think boomers are like everybody between who were born between the years like 1945 and 1963
61.
or
I think it's
I was told
63.
61 because they told me I missed it by. I'm going to
Hey
tell you
Siri,
something. I'm
what
going to
year
staple your
is
eyes
boomers?
Yeah, how about I just stand up?
open.
Is that
just
going to help
take it
you?
easy.
Anyway, let me find it, and then we'll go into this conversation.
No, let's
Baby
just go. Let's
boomers.
assume I'm a boomer. Okay, go ahead. What else?
Baby boomer years. Okay, 1946 to 1964. Are you in that?
My parents
Yes.
are.
All right.
My dad.
I have 2 years on it.
My dad was born in 1960, so yeah, my dad is a boomer. But
So
All right.
you're a boomer.
No.
No, my parents are.
What year were you born?
84.
I think Michael. I think he would be considered a Gen Xer because like
You're a Gen Xer?
I think like when people enter their 40s, that's right now. I think that would make him a Gen Xer. Like millennials are like are known for being like in their 30s. So like.
Okay, so what's the point?
Anyway, the point being, the ellipse is the ...
That's
in
me.
texting. I know. You put the ... in everything. So there is an article in Upworthy.com that talks about how boomers communicate via text with the ellipse, the ... And Freddie uses the ... So
do.
apparently, you do, right?
I do.
So apparently the history on the ... is, they think, and I think they made this up to make the boomers feel better. It's when texting, you got charged by the text that you would send out when texting first started. So a way of dividing thoughts, because if you had one text, you could divide it with the ... to change your thought instead of sending multiple texts. I think that's just to make the boomers feel better that they do the ... I think you use it to make it mean like you're thinking more about it or more to come. Why do you use it?
Exactly what the definition is.
Do you really?
Exactly. When I was in high school, my senior year, I had this fantastic journalist as our English teacher, and he taught me how to use the ... So when I went to NYU and I wrote for the paper, they said, "Well, I've never seen that before. We like it. Keep it in your writings." So if you look at how I write, I'll give you an idea. I'll give you the 3 dots, and I give you a second idea on the first idea.
That's exactly what they said it came to be, because
exactly what it is.
boomers use the ... to transition into ideas instead of sending a second text, or instead of spacing to the next line, the ... in their mind, in your mind, is the change of thought pattern.
It keeps your attention span on what you're reading.
Focused.
So
Isn't
you
that
don't bring it
interesting?
over. No, no, because I'm used to doing it. It must be interesting for you.
I found it interesting that there was actually a reasoning behind it as to why you do it. I know. She's good.
I'm impressed. I gotta send this guy home. The problem with sending this Maluka home
Is now
now
we're afraid for him to drive.
is that he'll fall asleep. So I'll probably gonna have you take a nap somewhere for an hour or half hour or something, because you can't drive like that.
No. And I've already had like 4 cups of coffee.
Yeah, well. So we're gonna put you sit somewhere. We'll sit you down somewhere you could take a nap.
All right.
Couple of interesting things. This morning I heard that the airport here, what's it called? International Airport?
The Boca Executive?
Boca Executive Airport. plane landed and was stopped by the bank. Otherwise, it would have been on the highway.
It was stopped by the bank.
There's a big bank
Oh, a
of
land
dirt
bank?
or something.
Yeah,
cement.
like the river bank, right?
No, it's a cement block
Oh.
that they use to stop planes.
So it hit the cement block?
Allegedly, that's what happened. I gotta find out if it's true.
So I was watching something, of course, on TikTok this morning about this couple that said they've been stranded in the sea for 25 years. And if you look at all the comments, they're like, there's no way you could survive stranded at sea for 25 years. It was all AI generated.
Of
So
course
people
it
start
is.
picking this apart, like, look at her teeth. There's no way she hasn't been to a dentist in 25 years. And look at her braids. They're so perfect. How did she get rubber bands after 25 years? The controversy over this AI generated, I'm stranded on a boat for 25 years is unbelievable.
Nobody would survive 25
So
years.
that's my question. Do you think you could survive for 25 years?
Be lucky if you
No.
survive a month.
On an island, yes. At sea, no.
And then why would people go to such lengths to put it on just for people like me to actually see? I'm like, that's probably not real, and I scrolled
Well,
past it.
PT
People comment on these things.
P.T. Barnum had a line about that.
Which was?
There's a sucker born every minute.
Yeah, it's kind of scary, like how AI can like warp our like vision of reality. Just recently, Donald Trump just bragged about like bombing like a boat of like a small boat of like 11 Venezuelans, and but the recently because these were drug smugglers, but the Venezuelan government, this is not real. This is AI generated. And now, and it's now kind of considered, oh my god, did this thing actually happen or not? So like, it's kind of scary, like how like AI is being used.
So what do you guys think about that? You see all this controversy politically in the media. Do you think it's AI, some of it's AI generated, and
Yes.
are people believing it?
Yes,
Yeah.
because your average person these days is stupid.
Yes.
Some of it is really good.
It's good AI, right?
But I'm saying if you fall for it, you have no one to fall.
So how do you know what to believe? Because some of it is so good. How do you, like before they'd say, oh, don't use Wikipedia because you know that's manipulated. All right, there. So how do you know now on AI what's real and what's not?
But
If it
before,
sounds too
but hold
good to
on,
be
before we
true.
get to the answer to that question, why is it that people believe Dr. Google? 80% of everything on Dr. Google is wrong.
But it's the first thing we all go to, right?
But
as
that's what we
Google.
believe in. So how come we don't crucify Dr. Google?
I
They
mean, everybody is starting to go against Google because everybody's saying that like Google. I heard people say that ever since like Google is like integrated like AI, their search has become way worse, and that we kind of as a society let Google become way too powerful. I heard some content there. We need to go switch to other search engines like DuckDuckGo or not Bing, but yeah, everybody's becoming more critical of Google's these days. I've seen it from.
And the stuff that's in Google, it came from a human being's thought. The stuff that goes in AI came from the thoughts of humans. So you have AI who generates thousands and thousands of bits of information in a fraction of a second. But it still came from our interpretation. So if you do an AI song, it's really all the instruments from different places of humans. And then the computer refines it and makes it better, makes it sound better. See, the problem I have is if you generate something and you don't classify it as AI, are you cheating? Yeah, you're playing within the lines, though, no?
I don't know. I mean,
Commercials are
if
done.
you're using AI, then it is not human generated. It is.
It was human generated.
But is it any different? You got to go in the back and take a nap. Is it any different than
Go take
putting
a nap.
someone singing and you changing the soundboard so they sound really, really good?
I mean,
A voice modulator.
Voice, okay.
Do you
I
think
mean,
it's the same?
I mean, no, because like it's still like a human voice, a voice at the end of the day. And even if you are like using like like a modulator to modify, it's still like the human voice. It's still like at least a human involvement.
So you
touch
started
and-
with a human voice. So if Sophia sings a song, and I take her song and I put it in a modulator and I make it sound like Lady Gaga. Is that fair?
No, because that's not me. You're changing up like my original voice to make it sound like
But auto-tune, right, and autocorrect, they have all of these, and people are
Corrections.
okay with auto-tune, but they're not okay with AI. Is it because she's a human and we're auto-tuning it with our manual hands to make her sound a different way? That's okay versus just creating the songs
That's
that
what
you
I'm
create.
saying.
The thing is with like auto tune, like there is ways to use like creatively use auto tune. Like for sometimes people intentionally want to use auto tune to sound robotic. Like for example, Daft Punk. Daft Punk is probably has like the best usage of like auto tune. And again, and with like auto tune, you're not. Like I said, there's still like an involvement of like
Because you're adding the human element at the beginning, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
All right, so let me ask you a question. I went to a restaurant, and in this restaurant, they have a machine. They don't have waiters. They don't have waitresses. They have a computer. Now, that computer was the guy that Teddy brought here about 7 years ago from Miami. And we couldn't bring it in here because he only had one. So I go to Tampa, and there's this robot who takes your order, brings your order. Am I supposed to tip the robot?
No.
No.
Did you?
I don't know, because it asked for a tip.
Of course it did.
On the screen, you hit a button to pay it. But is it
Morning,
human
Jay.
or not human?
No.
Is it, do I treat it as an AI? Or do the damn thing talks to you.
What did you eat?
I had a fish.
It's brought you a plate of fish?
It brings a whole tray of food.
So it carries a whole tray for the whole
Yeah,
table?
because they take the tray and they put it on the computer.
How big is it?
It's big. It's as big as them.
It's a big robot.
Yeah. It wasn't a little robot. It's big. And it walks around the restaurant delivering food.
Wow. That's
So-
interesting, right?
So what do we do? Do we consider that AI? I didn't see anybody. You know what everybody kept saying? Can I take a picture with the robot?
I mean,
Great marketing, right?
when people talk about AI, they're mainly talking about like the degenerative stuff. Like if it's stuff like robots, it has been like around like for a long while. We're talking mainly like the generative stuff, like the AI generated art and music mainly. That's when people are talking about like AI, not the
Not the robots.
robots. Like, because
But it's being used everywhere, Abdul. It's being used in AI. It's being used in technology. In order to go to the moon, in order to make medicine, they're using AI. I saw a guy have a problem with his computer, and he asked ChatGPT how to fix it.
And it probably worked.
And it worked.
Yeah.
So what do we do?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Don't exactly trust ChatGPT. I'd rather if I want advice to to fix any problems, I'd rather talk to a human, because the thing is with AI, they can get information wrong if they for example, cite some incorrect sources.
Like Dr. Google. Yeah, I agree. What about when you go to YouTube? Everybody looks up YouTube. Okay, how do you work whatever vision? You go to YouTube. And you look it up.
For example, I learned how to use my software, whereas like Reaper and Vegas Pro for YouTube tutorials.
Yes.
But those
I went to YouTube over the weekend and I saw a tutorial.
Did you start doing your thing?
And I'm going to tell you, the YouTube thing is something I never even understood how you guys get the information. Now I get it. They got tutorials and everything. Now, depending if you want an English guy, you want a French guy, depends, because most of them are foreigners that do this. And they teach you how to use the machine. But again, in the back of my mind, I'm saying, what's the difference between me asking AI to run the program
I mean, again,
and me learning it?
See, there's so many things, and I'm sitting here thinking, because on the business side of business, right, people just want to get it done, get it done. On the humanity side and the people side and the learning side and the next generation side, we are here, we've become educators to work with this next generation of creatives. And even if they're not creatives, to give them a chance to live their best life in whatever terms they want to live it, versus a robot.
I got you.
Right? Even in law, they're not writing briefs, they're not writing motions through AI. It still has to be that human. You have one wrong thing in a legal document,
You're
because
done.
AI has populated it,
Yeah,
you're
but
done.
But you have to deliver it.
Look
the
at
law.
medicine too.
But
Doctors.
you have to deliver it.
Yeah.
A doctor has to physically examine the patient, look at the patient, feel the patient. That
But they have
intuition.
robotics that go into the heart now and
But
do
then
things
they'll-
that a human can't.
But then
Yeah,
they'll monitor the robots. But it's not AI. It's still
it's
man
still- yes,
assisted,
it has to
right?
Be I feel like there's like still. I think there are things that like I don't think we should not like leave totally to robots. Like for example, I think when it comes to like research, I feel like I feel like AI does have the danger of like potentially spreading misinformation. And like I feel like if you're gonna do research, you should not use like ChatGPT. Go out of your way to find like source. And it's the same thing. Like I said, Wikipedia. Remember when we talked about the dangers of Wikipedia? Because sometimes with like Wikipedia, they can be like biased depending.
Do they teach you guys that in school not to use certain sites like Wikipedia?
Yes, they taught us like not to use Wikipedia. But we're back to it, and it was for like a different reason. But now, back then it was like, oh, don't use Wikipedia. It's like cheating. But like nowadays, like be wary of Wikipedia because like depending on the who's writing the article, there can be like bias, and you can see like what sources they write. Like Wikipedia, it's good for like basic things, but like once you get to the nitty gritty of like a certain subject, like you should like scrutinize the sources Wikipedia uses.
So here's
Also,
Look at the other one.
Wikipedia, you can edit, anyone can edit the information, so it's just not a
How are you?
reliable source to use. It's like what they told me since middle school, so we weren't allowed to use it since like middle school.
because I think you can go in and you can change Wikipedia if you have the right
Yeah.
Well,
credentials.
hold on. So Abdullah does probably the best sound, and his quality of work is spectacular.
Right.
I was asked on one of his pieces for coriander, the coriander piece you did for me.
Mm-hmm.
There are certain hits that you made. I don't know if you did it by accident or you did it on purpose, but there are certain hits you made with the music that correlate, like a pitch and a move and a this. You know who else did it? Kevin, G.I. Joe. And they asked me, was this done by AI? They asked me. I said, no. No, this was done by Abdullah and this one was done by Kevin. Gio asked me, he says, well, I'm going to tell you, this is pretty good. So now you only know how you did it. It was your formula. You put it together. Nobody was looking over your shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
So if somebody says to you, Abdullah, you did a good job, are you going to tell them how you did it? Now, whether or not you involved an AI piece, that's your business.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to know that. I just need to know that you put it together. Is that legit? Do you understand my question?
Mm-hmm.
Because I got to tell you, it's really good. But Abdullah is that good. So I didn't even question it. They asked me if you did this using AI. I says no, because I think it was Gato that shot that film. If I don't remember,
But the film didn't have audio to it, so it's interesting.
No, he put a song.
Yeah, but he put it together himself.
Yeah, the footage. I found it that I used for those pieces yesterday. They were from like from WeTransfer, but yeah, the music I got those from Envato.
No, the music you got from me.
Are you talking about
that's
the
the
music
jingle.
video? The music video? Oh, so yeah.
And it came out spectacular.
Mm-hmm.
But how we did it is the way we do it. I'm not going to go tell people how I do what I do.
Okay.
No matter how upset people get, people want to know. But people have always want to know. I didn't use AI to create streaming back 23 years ago either. Right?
Mm-hmm.
You were there. You saw it 10 years ago, what we went through just to get... And you're looking at the machine that we used.
I know. I know.
That's why they're still in the studios, because that helps me, keeps me grounded. We didn't use cameras back in the day. We used these bad boys, these cams, C925s, C950s that carry sound, and we muted the sound to carry our own sound. There's a lot of stuff that goes into doing what you guys are working on.
Yeah.
Makes me laugh. They think they're going to get AI to do that. Good luck with that.
You're not using AI. You're working hard on an audiobook.
Mm-hmm.
Sound by sound, cut by cut.
Yeah, that's fine. Like, as soon as you have your settings of how you want to, like, equalize it and make it sound, it's just time-consuming to cut it.
There's a new sheriff in town they're going to introduce you to today.
Who?
Abdullah's going to show you Reaper.
Reaper.
Okay.
You know Reaper.
I've heard of it. Yeah.
It's gonna make your life easier.
Yeah, it's one of the best. Reaper is ironically, as a user of it, as a person who's been using this for over like 5
But you didn't have to say that. You see, you're telling people your secret juice.
So here's what, kids now have to put their phones away in these like locked pouches when they go to school. Elementary school, middle schoolers, high schools are letting them keep their phones.
Yeah.
But now there's a workaround because the kids that have the iWatches, apparently you don't have to put those away. Is that a thing? So now you have to, I don't know what to do. Do they have to put their watches away also, like no technology? Or can you keep your watches?
I mean, for regular days, they normally did allow us to keep the watches, but they definitely, for a test, they would ask you to take off the watch because what people could do during tests is they can have images that they save on their phone.
Yeah, you can go through all your apps and stuff.
And you can go to photos and kind of look at notes on your little watch.
You could cheat.
Yeah, you can easily.
It's crazy.
Let's go back to good old cheating, guys.
I don't remember. I don't think there was smartwatches when I was in high school. Like, even by the time when I graduated high school all the way back in 2019, which, oh my god, I feel ancient. But like,
He feels ancient.
Bruh.
but
Bro,
yeah,
he's not a boomer.
When did you graduate high school? 1978?
78.
Oh.
Really? How'd you graduate so early?
We're gonna
Because
go
you
do this again.
skipped 2 grades.
Yeah.
I didn't graduate till 85.
It's not always a good thing. My mother was right. Don't do it. It's no good for you. I said, I'm going to do it.
you know,
So, did you ever cheat, allegedly?
Yes. I cheated plenty of times.
On a regular piece of paper or your hand?
I was in NYU taking pre-cal, and I'm going to tell you, I didn't study. And I was going to fail the test. I said, okay, failure is failure. And he put my name on the paper and handed it in, because the guy next to me, a buddy of mine, said, you ain't failing nothing. And he wrote dark enough the answers
See it.
so I could see it. I said, wow, look at that. And I got 100.
Now they're using smartwatches and they're using technology, and we used to do it just simply like on a piece of paper. How much could you squeeze in the margins if you could have one piece
Put it
of
between
paper?
your fingers.
Whatever you did, write it on your pencil. I mean, crazy things
Write
that
it on
we
your
did.
pencil.
I know people did weird stuff.
I've seen
know-
somebody write the I don't know, answers, equations, or whatever on their leg, and
You
then
know-
wore like a skirt.
oh,
during
Or
the
in their
test,
hoodie
and I was
on their
like,
arm.
Hey,
you
that's
know,
smart.
I remember. I saw this one study in France. There was one school that decided, I think middle school, that banned like all phone usage, and it turned out that like students were way more well behaved, and he did way better on like tests if they didn't have access to their phones.
Yeah, because all they
You
have
know-
to do is pay attention.
You know,
Can't do
my
anything
parents they didn't allow me to have like a proper smartphone until like the later half of like high school. And honestly, I think that was probably for the better. I feel like I would have probably been like, my parents were kind of like helicopter parents. Now they kind of restricted like what was I allowed to watch back then. I did not have like a shooter game until like probably like the late 2010s. And
My condolences. I'm sorry you didn't have a shooter game until the late 20s.
I
yeah,
did. Yeah, what?
I didn't have a shooter game at all. Do you know,
Mario Brothers?
when I went from the 7th to the 9th grade in New York City, there was something called the SP classes. And you had to take a citywide exam if you skipped the 8th grade. And I was not good in math. And the professor, Professor Unger, Unger was the teacher. He was worried that I was not going to pass this. And if I didn't pass it, I had to take the 8th grade at the end of the year. So I would lose a year. I would go from going one ahead to one behind. So the pressure was on and I never passed the damn test. So when the test came out, I passed it with a 98. And he held it up in front of the auditorium. And he told them my story in front of 100 kids. How I never passed, how they were worried, how every teacher helped me, just trying to help me. And then they asked me if I cheated. And my sister went to school. She said, what? Because, and they said, they asked him, Mimi, he never passed the test. He got a 98 on the cities. How do you do that? True story.
How'd you do it? You
I studied and I got lucky, I guess. I don't know how I did. I've never been a good test taker, ever. And he showed me that. I said, are you sure that's my paper? But I did it, and that's how I got into the next classes.
All interesting things. All right, you ready to wrap this up?
I know you got to go on a trip.
I'm not going on a trip. I just got to go pick something up. I
Oh,
guess.
that's a trip.
I got to go to the other side of Boca Raton.
And we're going to be running a tape. This is the midday?
I don't know. Today's National Teddy Bear Day. We're going to see what we're going to do. We've got a lot of things to catch up on because we've got to get our sponsorship deck together for Spotlight for a Cause, music, 561 Music. They're ready to start promoting that. Do Good Del Rey. We got to pick up the T-shirts and start doing that. We've got Tabling Tuesdays, the end of this month at Lynn University. So a lot of great things happening. We've got Coriander on Thursday, September 21st.
Maybe a few other places too.
A lot of good things. 20% off all food. If you haven't tried Indian food, come try it. They're non-bread. If you're kind of funky, non-bread and dip are always easy to start. And Abdullah will tell you it's all delicious.
And he eats like a maniac.
We should take Abdullah to do a food segment there.
If he is the food segment. Coriander is big enough. All groups, networking groups, people that have things that they want to celebrate. Come on over. Let us show you the other side of the restaurant is huge. It will hold. I think that place holds about 200 people.
Good, yeah.
But this place will hold numbers. You can have sit downs. You can have a bar deal. You can have networking parties. It's not just joining us. Come and see how this can enhance and help your network grow.
We got a lot of good stuff coming up.
Got good stuff. Got new shows hopefully coming out. We're going to be getting some elements, some meetings that we're excited about to participate. Season is coming, and I want to start it out with a bang. And on top of all this, we may have a concert at the beginning of next year.
Okay, more to come on
You
that.
know that?
I do now. I told you.
you
This
talked
is
about
this
that.
Freddie's World, Jay. We're all just
You
living
were
in it.
right there.
What concert?
The concert with the two ladies.
Oh, okay.
What are you talking? Wow.
We haven't talked about that in a few weeks, though.
Yeah, but I'm saying at the beginning of next year.
All right, so more to come.
You know what it is? You get older, the mind begins
She
to
knows.
wander.
Freddie's World. We all just live in it.
That's right. Live in my world, baby. Listen, enjoy your Tuesday. Have a good day. Be safe.
This is you. I'm going to succeed because I'm crazy enough to think I am.
I can.
You can.
It says I can.
Self-doubt is the enemy of creativity.
That's right. That's the enemy.
No
If
self-
you believe in yourself, that's half the battle. Just go out and do it.
All right. Have a great morning, everyone. We'll see you later.
Don't be
Bye
like-
bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show. My mug is empty, and you know what that means.
I think it means it's time for a coffee refill.
As we prepare for other shows here at the Amp Media Production Studios.
Tune in for more fun and laughs at 12 o'clock for our afternoon show.
And remember to like, follow, and subscribe on our page.
Have a great morning, everyone. Stay safe and be kind to each other.
And don't be late.